Hi everybody! I got a bit of a camera upgrade. I had this camera back before I moved to the UK for school, but I was able to get it back now. I just have to ship my microphone out from the UK back. This video is going to be discussing 3 different topics today. We're going to go over pink pony peptides again, and we're going to go over Step Above Stables, and then we'll do a mini update on Meadow Haven. There isn't much to update on currently. We're going to discuss pink pony peptides first because this shit's still going. Susan from Dressage Hub, also known as the owner of Pink Pony Peptides, is threatening to sue a small creator, AP Beauregard. Susan originally said that she was going to be suing AP for lying about her company, and now it has transitioned to gang stalking, cyber stalking, harassment, and bullying.
Do you want to heal faster? BPC 157 is one of the most exciting peptides we have, I think, because you can use it on yourself, your horse, or your dog. It's approved for veterinary use. Personally, I use it on my dog. When I tried her on 3 different compounds, I tried her on BPC 157, TB 500, and KPV, all approved for veterinary use. My vet does know that my dog is on BPC 157, and so my vet is happy to let me keep her on it, but basically it's a magic potion to heal faster and recover faster and repair everything faster. I have a meeting with my attorney to take the next steps to file a lawsuit against her in court, so stay tuned on the latest updates on the drama with Ronald McDonald, because free speech doesn't cover you for gang stalking, cyber stalking, fucking harassment, bullying. All of those wonderful things are not included in free speech.
So let's go over these and what it can mean in a court setting, shall we? According to the Forensic Psychiatry Institute, gang stalking refers to allegations of surveillance, harassment, and general victimization by unknown agents. Victims allege that these gangs use covert and coordinated methods, advanced technological weapons, and mind control to harass them. Many targeted individuals believe that gang stalking is the work of the government or other state actors, which may cause them to launch lawsuits against the government or other perpetrators, so the courts consider these beliefs delusional. What we're doing doesn't fall into that category, so let's move on to cyberstalking. Cyberstalking is essentially harassing or intimidating someone online either by sending messages that are obsessive, threatening, or offensive. None of which AP has ever done. Well, to our knowledge, anyway. Typically, the results of this would make somebody fear for their life. What AP, Raleigh, and a couple other creators are doing does not fall under this. We are pointing out potentially illegal and activity and criticizing Dressage Hub and how Susan is advertising these research chemicals. We are looking out for people who could be seriously hurt because of these lies, essentially. It is not FDA approved. It is not veterinary approved. You could seriously hurt yourself by injecting yourself with mystery chemicals, essentially. You don't know what's in them. Sure, you could know what some of these... I don't even know what Susan's calling them right now. I can't remember, but it's... You don't know everything that's in it. You don't know what could have been mixed in it. You do not know how that is going to affect you or your body. You do not know if it is going to kill or seriously injure somebody or cause problems, like long-term health problems. This stuff has not been studied. Suing for harassment is a bit more difficult. Suing for anything that Susan is talking about is very difficult, but harassment is even more so. Harassment is defined as unwanted, systematic, or repeated actions that threatens, intimidates, or demeans a person, causing alarm, annoyance, and emotional distress. This wouldn't be defined as workplace harassment, which is most of the lawsuits and stuff. This would be under a civil suit, and it would have to qualify as extreme harassment. To prove what is called intentional infliction of emotional distress, you must show your harasser acted intentionally or recklessly, the harassment was extreme and outrageous, the harassment caused you emotional distress, the distress you suffered was severe. In some states, you have to show suffered show you suffered not just emotional harm, but physical harm as well, such as nightmares, nausea, sleeplessness. Bullying lawsuits are very similar to suing for harassment. I'm not going to get into that because it's essentially the same thing. So, addressing the videos of Dressage Hub repeatedly calling AP Beauregard Ronald McDonald.
Hey, so Ronald McDonald is over here taking credit for changes to my company. That Ronald McDonald is not the reason. I am not letting Ronald McDonald take credit for something she did not do. Ronald McDonald wants to go to court. The Ronald McDonald drama. Ronald McDonald.
You lost the argument the moment you started attacking and focusing on the person instead of the topic. Threatening to sue people and constantly changing why you're suing people is not going to stop small creators from speaking out. Why aren't you threatening the larger creator who is warning people about your questionable business in Pink Pony Peptides? She was the one who spread out the most and made people more aware of it. Sure, AP Beauregard was the first person to talk about it. Why aren't you threatening the bigger creator who could potentially be the bigger threat instead of the small creator? And to the people who are buying Pink Pony Peptides, you need to stop. This was what my short was about, essentially, last night, because I came across one of her videos saying that supposedly her Pink Pony Peptide sales have gone up by like 70% so far, and it's not even the end of this month. 70% if you believe, or if Susan is properly reporting that, or is being accurate about it and isn't just lying. Don't buy Pink Pony Peptides. Research chemicals can and are used for people who are seeking to alter their moods and or get high. In the US, state and federal drug laws currently outlaw specific molecules or chemical structures, but research chemical manufacturers attempt to bypass these laws by changing the structure of the drugs as new laws are passed. This makes research chemicals even more unpredictable and dangerous. Although these may be different research chemicals than what Susan is advertising and selling, it should still be said, research chemicals, a worrying trend putting athletes at risk. And let's read what they have to say, shall we? Some companies sell products that at first glance appear to be dietary supplements, but the labeling or advertising says not for human consumption, not for human use, or for research purposes only. These companies may have a history of selling dietary supplements spiked with performance-enhancing drugs, and to avoid scrutiny by the FDA, they may eventually change their labels to read research chemical. These products resemble dietary supplements because they are sold in similar bottles, have similar forms such as capsules, tablets, and powders, are formulated in similar doses, and have similar labeling and art. Many of these products contain illegal, unapproved performance-enhancing drugs that are legal in dietary supplements. Athletes should avoid any product that has a warning such as for research purposes only. And now, I'm going to pull up some of these comments that she has said in her TikTok videos. One of the comments is, "Who's Ronald McDonald? Consider your eyes lucky that you don't know." And, "When are you gonna fight Raleigh? She's starting to piss me off." She's literally fighting herself because I'm not even mad at her. She sent me a ton of business. Once again, why are you attacking a small creator on their looks? That's just being petty. You are an adult, Susan. You're acting like a child. One of the comments on this video is it FDA approved? The response? No. And then Dressage Hub's response to that no was, "You are incorrect. Many peptides are FDA approved." Pink Pony Peptides isn't. Pink Pony Peptides isn't. You say so yourself on your website. But, people could miss it because it's all the way at the very bottom of your website. You'd have to read through everything and properly go all the way to the bottom and read it. But people who are buying this stuff wouldn't, see it because they're not actively looking for it at the bottom of your website page. And then there is this next video of Susan claiming that it is veterinary approved. Just because one vet approves of it, just because your vet approved of you doing this to your animal, does not mean it has been tested and is fully veterinary approved. That's not how that works.
Do you want to heal faster? BPC 157 is one of the most exciting peptides we have, I think, because you can use it on yourself, your horse, or your dog. It's approved for veterinary use. personally. When I tried her on 3 different compounds, I tried her on BPC 157, TB 500, and KPV, all approved for veterinary use. My vet does know that my dog is on BPC 157, and so my vet is happy to let me keep her on it.
And this next comment is extremely concerning too. Our wonderful insurance company has ditched all GLP-1 medications off of our policy. So what is the scoop for the pink pony business? I have been on for 2 months, and I'm broken to have been cut off without warning as of 1/1/26. I have an issue with my breathing that has me on a non-invasive ventilator because my trachea wants to collapse when I try to sleep. Can you help me? Dressage Hub's response is, there is a legal loophole where they are sold for research use only, which means you can buy them in your... Oh, I can't pronounce this word. Lithalized, I don't know, form for your lab to conduct your own research. Susan admits it's a loophole, and that she admits that this is a loophole that she's exploiting to get people to inject themselves with these peptides. That's it on the peptide section. Okay, I'm back. I had to take a little bit to calm down because I was getting really worked up. And then I opened up TikTok, and on my For You page, I came across a video of this other writer who was, still learning. They made a mistake, and then Susan attacked them, calling them names, saying they looked like Sloth from the Goonies. I am going to do a whole other video on this because this name calling is a pattern with her, and it's got to be investigated. And there is an allegation that Susan also abuses her horses. So I'm going to look into this. Like, that's alleged. Alleged. I'm going to look into it, so look forward to that. Anyway, on to the next segment of our video. I'm going to be talking about Step Above Stables / Curtis Teague. I did some research on it like a month ago. Less than. And it kind of reached a dead end. But I'm still going to go over it anyway, because why not? There's a whole community saying that he's a scammer, so I'm just gonna go into it. I'm not saying don't buy from him, because I don't by any means want this to ruin a business if it is completely legit. I'm just stating what I found, and I am open to... There's always 2 sides to a story. So, upon trying to research a company that was found in one of my previous videos, I came across, a Facebook group, talking about how they got scammed by Step Above Stables, aka Curtis Teague. So let's get into this properly, right? At the time of investigating it, it was December 23rd, 2025. There was a person in this Facebook group that talked about how a friend of theirs was scammed by Step Above. He made somebody supposedly put down a deposit in the 4 digits that wasn't disclosed as non-refundable, making it an illegal deposit. The first comment on this post says the police department local to this guy is aware and are requesting screenshots and evidence of anything he's doing. Many posts following have people talking about reporting his page and reporting that he isn't filing his taxes correctly to try and speed him up getting caught in his scams, which, guys, I get wanting to have a potential scammer caught, but I feel like reporting that he isn't filing his taxes correctly to get him caught further. What if he is filing his taxes correctly, though? I wouldn't recommend doing that at all. There's some screenshots in this group chat of Curtis saying that he trains horses for the police department, and when I checked his Facebook page, yeah, he has pictures and stuff of him training horses for the police department. He I guess he likes to brag about it, but like, hell, if I trained horses for a police department, I think that should be cool. It'd be an honor. There's also proof that Curtis had a video taken down when a buyer posted a video of their horse bolting, and he claimed it for copyright purposes, despite the buyer being the one to take and film the video on their phone. After looking in the comments, this horse was in training for 2 years and still had this behavior problem, which makes me wonder if it is actually a behavior problem, if it's been in training for 2 years, allegedly. It could be in pain. Either way, this horse caused the buyer's husband to get permanent brain damage because of an accident regarding the horse. But I never saw the original ad. They said that the ad was taken down and stuff, so I do not know how the horse was advertised originally. I don't have anything to say on that. A December 9th post detailed somebody taking their horse to the vet, and the vet voicing concerns that this horse had been severely neglected for a long time and had a high possibility of having kissing spine. The videos and photos on Step Above Stables allegedly showed this mare looked great and advertised her as an exceptional trail horse. So far with all the posts, it shows that Curtis takes advantage of people who are excited and inexperienced when getting into the horse world and just want to, purchase their first horse. But when I went to his Facebook page, at first I could only find horses listed for sale and good reviews. And under one of the posts they made when they said that they were making their new website, they requested photos of these people and the horses they purchased from Step Above Stables, and everybody looked happy. Everybody said they were happy. Like, I couldn't find anything on this guy. So, yeah, his Facebook page at the time of looking was sitting at like a 98% satisfaction, like, really high. There were only like a few accounts who said that purchased horses from them were broken down and sick. Overall, I don't know what to think, and just, I don't know, do research on whoever you buy horses from. I feel like you should do that anyway. Alleged, there really wasn't anything to be found about this guy. I couldn't find anything other than that one Facebook group that was really against him, saying that they got scammed by him, but like I couldn't find anything else other than that. So just, I don't know, do research on who you purchase horses from. I'm not saying don't buy from him, but like, I don't know. Everything's alleged. So yeah, that's why I kind of scrapped that segment video to make it like into a video, because it's a nothing burger. But I just wanted to throw it in here because it was just gonna sit and rot otherwise, and there was still, like, a scammer, beware Facebook group about him, so I'm like, might as well just, I don't know, toss it into this video that's mostly about pink pony Peptides. So, and as a little update on Meadow Haven, they're still up and running. They made a few posts showing that. They showed a video or two of the remaining horses running around in their pasture. They look healthy and happy, running around. They looked fine. They also brought in a couple as well. They look seniors. They were really emaciated. They posted pictures of one of them going to the vet. That was like before they brought in the second one though. So they also posted a video of horses huddled around a round bale. Being like, I didn't roll it out for them to just huddle. But like, they're eating. They look healthy. They're shiny. And as roughly like a day ago, they made a post about a horse that got put down by American Humane Society. The post is written in the perspective of the horse. It is very depressing to read. I think it's written that way to evoke more emotion. I will put it up on screen. So just read it if you want to. It is kind of depressing, but really, there isn't much to update on currently. I will keep an eye out for their court stuff, their legal documents, the legal thing, like behind the scenes. I'll keep a lookout for that if any more information becomes public. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. It should be a lot less depressing. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Thank you for watching.